Alright, welcome back to the second part of the squared around offset video. So in our first video we got as far as making this layout, which is right here. We are able to go ahead and make our circle, our square, our two length triangles for both sides A and B, and we got this portion. So this portion is the one that goes on this half of this side of this layout. So as you can see, it goes like so, and it wraps around like that, which is here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make the other half, which is going to be this, and that is going to be this portion here. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so since we already have the layouts, or basically the information ready to transfer the layouts, we're just going to go ahead and start now with true length triangle B, which is going to be this section here. We already did this, which this is why, or we were able to get this portion here. So let's go and start with B. So this might sound or might look a little confusing, but I'm just going to go ahead and start B here as well, since these 2 points are also 4 inches in length, which is from here to here. It'll just make it easier for me so that I can fit everything on one page or in this paper here. But it won't be too confusing as long as you guys start doing all your information, or start scribing all your arcs to where they're supposed to be, and you'll be able to look through all the noise. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with true length triangle B, which is going to be this point. So take your compass, sharp point on 1, open it up to your 4-inch height mark, which is here, lock it in place. So you guys can see, sharp point now on B, and you're going to strike an arc in the center somewhere around here. Strike an arc there like that. Put sharp point now on this side of B, and strike an arc on the previous arc, and now you found 1. So this is now 1, and these are circles. So it's just so that there's no confusion, I'm going to start marking these as squares, so you guys can distinguish between the circle and square if they for some reason crisscross the layouts from one to another. Okay, so now we're gonna go look for 2. So you're gonna take your compass, which is from here, and measure the distance from 1 to 2, which is pretty close. It's like so. Okay, so now take your compass, transfer that information, put your sharp point on 1, and strike an arc on both sides of 1, because we don't yet know where 2 is going to be. So like that. Now get your compass and go to your true length triangle and go to 2, sharp point on 2, open it up to the 4-inch height mark like so, lock it in place. Oops, just wanted to make sure, like that. Sharp point on B, which is here. Now crisscross that arc, and like that, and now you found 2. So this is 2. Put a square so we know where the points meet. So the information that I'm saying as far as now find the distance from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, you can do the same thing on this side. You don't necessarily have to go here, but you can use the same thing, because this is an even arc, not evenly divided as well. So I'm just gonna go back, well, I guess not to confuse people, but I guess I'll go the distance from 2 to 3 on this side. but you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so now let's compare or make sure that the distance from 2 to 3 is correct. Sharp point on 2, pencil point and on 3. It's a little, yeah, it's kind of close. If we compare it to this side, 2 to 3, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Okay, so sharp point now on 2. Strike an arc. Strike an arc. And now go to your true length triangle B, which is here. Go to 3. Let's go find 3. Sharp point on 3. Pencil point on your 4-inch height mark. Lock your compass in place. Put your sharp point now on B. Crisscross that previous arc like so. Crisscross it like that. And now you found 3. As you can see, I'm going to put a square here. That's 3. As you can see, notice how this arc is now kind of bending this way. So that's the reason why I put the square versus a circle, so that if for some reason, well, like for instance this, you see how that 3 and 3 are kind of close together, you can distinguish between both numbers. So that's one tip, one way of doing it. Okay, so now let's go and look for 4, which is here. So distance from 3 to 4. Distance from 3 to 4, which is pretty good, as you guys can see that. Okay, sharp point now on 3, and you're gonna strike an arc, kind of going with the flow where this is kind of bending. So I'm gonna throw it right there. Sharp point on this side of 3. Strike a random arc, and we're hoping that it'll fall right around there. Number 4. Okay, true length triangle B. Sharp point on 4. Open up your pencil point to the 4-inch height mark. Lock it in place. And now you're going to put it on A, or I'm sorry, B. Crisscross that arc, that previous arc. Do the same thing on this side. Crisscross that previous arc. And now you found 4. Put a square there. Number 4, put a square there. In the center of the square is where your main points meet. Okay, we're almost done. Now we're going to do 5, which is here. So the distance from 4 to 5, take your compass. Make sure that the distance is correct, which is there. Okay, now put your compass on 4 here. And throw a random arc where you think it's going to land. Throw another arc on this side of 4 where you think 5 is going to land as well. Okay, now you're going to go to your true length triangle B, which is here. Go to number 5, put your sharp point on 5. Open it up to your 4-inch height mark. Lock it in place. Put your sharp point now on B. And crisscross that previous arc to find 5. Same thing here, put it on B, crisscross that previous arc, and now you found 5. So this is 5. Number 5, 5. All right. So there it is. Now we're going to go ahead and look for X. So we're going to go ahead and throw a random 2-inch arc. So again, like what we did last time, we know that this here, from here to here, is this, and we're going to reach halfway. So from here to here, so you know that from A to X is 2 inches. So put your compass on A, open it up to your 2-inch mark, which is right there. Now put your sharp point like so on B, and then throw a random mark like so. Same thing on this side of B. Throw a random mark. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and look for X. So here's true length triangle B. Here's X. Sharp point on X. Open up your compass pencil point on the 4-inch height mark. Lock it in place, as you guys can see. Sharp point, now you're going to put it on 5 and strike an arc. Do the same thing on this. Put your sharp point on 5, strike an arc. As you can see, I missed completing this 5, so that's not a big problem. So this is already locked in place. So all you do is just finish it off by crisscrossing that previous arc. And there it is. There is X right here. So we're going to do square X. And that's it. So now we're going to go ahead and connect these lines. So here's X. So E to X is right around there. More or less connect the lines. Like so. And then X to 5. Barely missed the other layout. So right around there, that looks pretty close. Yeah, you can see that barely miss it. X to 5. There you go. And then now 5 to 4. 4 to 3. 3 to 2. And then 2 to 1. Alright, same thing on this end. 5 to 4. 4 to 3. 3 to 2. 2 to 1. And there it is. Now you're finished and you're done with this layout. Pretty close, right? And then this is from the first video, which goes here. See how they both meet. Pretty cool, right? And then all you do is your bend marks, obviously. So you put your bend marks like so. And that'll tell you where to bend them. And then do the same thing on this side. This is the layout that we just did right now. And you mark your bend mark from A to all the numbers. So A to 1, A to 2, A to 3, A to 4, A to 5. And that's pretty much it.